Hello, I'm Odille. Have you ever missed someone? That feeling of emptiness and yearning is very familiar to many of us. This video will help you to diminish that empty, achy feeling and get you back in alignment with feeling good. I'm going to use an analogy to explain this concept. Imagine a large glass filled with cool, refreshing water. Above the glass is a tap or faucet, which is constantly running, keeping the glass full and overflowing. There's an unlimited supply of water, and it is eternally running into the glass. In this analogy, the glass represents the inside of you, and the water is love. It's the power we call unconditional or divine love. The faucet is the universe, God, source, the divine, whatever your name for it is. Now, most of us have learned to drink the water through straws. In fact, there's often a shortage of straws, and when we find one, we try to hang on to it so that we can continue to drink that wonderful water. These straws represent certain people that make us feel good. While we're with that person, we feel fantastic, we feel fabulous. But when that person leaves or stops holding us as their object of attention, we feel awful. The straw has gone, and so we're no longer able to drink the water. In other words, the person has gone, so we no longer have access to the feeling of love. When the straw is either taken away from us, or we lose it, or it breaks, we're no longer able to drink through it, and we believe that we no longer have access to the water. And so we suffer thirst and feel a longing for the straw through which we can drink the water again. However, the truth is, the glass belongs to us. Each of us has such a glass, and we don't need a straw to drink from it. We have the ability to simply drink directly from the glass. That wonderful feeling you felt while you were with that person seemed like it was coming from the person themselves. But the truth is, as wonderful as that person may be, they are just the straw through which you've been drinking that divine water. You can drink that same water directly from the glass. In other words, you can get that same feeling of love, value, and joy directly from the source, the inside of you. Now, it may not seem to be that way when you're in the middle of missing the straw, but try suspending disbelief for a moment and bear with me. You can in fact be completely alone and still tune into that feeling you had while you were with the other person. It only takes practice, that's all. It may feel impossible right now, but if you were to practice, you would find that the more you practice, the easier it gets. With practice, drinking from your own glass instead of through the straw, in other words, accessing that feeling of love and value directly from yourself instead of through someone else, your brain will begin to produce the same chemicals it produced when you were with that person. And when you achieve that, you'll be able to enjoy the straws as a bonus, and because they're fun, rather than relying on them as your only access to the water. You will be able to enjoy your relationships without being dependent on the other person. And this is something people find attractive as well. Practicing the superpower exercise will help you to tune into that feeling and drink directly from the glass. And as you master that exercise, you will develop the ability to do this on demand, whenever you want to. The more you practice, the more powerful that feeling will become. Go ahead and learn to drink without the straw. You'll surprise yourself. That's all from me for this time. See you next time. Look after yourself.